is Monday, and it's been 2 days since I started the fiberglassing project on the bumper. Let's see. This was our problem side. I was having a hard time getting this one to cure, and it looks like it's still going to be a little tacky. So where it looks teal, it's still very soft, but wherever you see that greenish color or purple, it's still a little tacky. This side hardened up wonderfully, so I'll be able to remove that silver tape from it and start working on it from the outside. Same with this area here, also hardened up really nice. I'll be able to fill in all of these little holes and make all that even. This is going to be our problem area. I did some research to figure out if there was anything I could do if this stuff did not settle like I was expecting it not to, if it didn't harden. There were a couple things that were listed that said I could take the resin hardener and put it in a spray bottle and then spritz it on there and then take a heater to it and kind of cause it to bubble. I don't know. Resin hardener to me is really toxic. The last thing I want to do is set it on fire. So I was I'm not going to do that. And then another one said that I could just get more hardener and more resin and re-fiberglass over that and see if I can get it to cure. And then another one was just cut it all out and start all over. But I do have curable spots, so I don't want to cut it all out and start all over. So I'm just going to see if I can apply some more resin with some more hardener with a little bit more heat and maybe get it to cure that way. Run to the store, and turn this heater back on, see if we can get it to heat up a little bit more. I got another layer of fiberglass down, so we'll see how this cures. I'm going to give it a little bit and see how it dries up, and then we will start peeling off all of the tape and start filling in from there. So we'll give this a little while and see how it settles. It's been about an hour and a half, so let's finger test this. Yay! Oh, I'm really excited. Okay, so it's definitely still a little soft, but not sticky. We're still, okay. Oh, we are solid the whole way through. I'm really excited about that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna still let that sit and cure a little bit. And I'm going to start removing the tape off of here and the tape off of the bottom of this and see if we can start working on that. I'm really excited. Happy dance. I got the tape off, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks a mess right now, but I'm just gonna trust the process because now what I do is I'm gonna sand all this down so that I can use like a Bondo fiberglass filler to even everything out, fill in the holes from this side, fill in these little holes here. Same with over here. So you can see like the fiberglass through it. And now I'm just going to use, like I said, that fiberglass resin, Bondo, whatever it is. I've got two different kinds and I need to look them up and figure out which is which. So this is like a fiberglass resin jelly. And then I also have a, where'd it go? Here it is. A fiberglass short strand filler. I do think I'm gonna have to look up because I forget what I used which one for. I do remember there being a difference. So I'm going to look that up now so that I remember which one I'm using. The little research I did showed that the fiberglass resin jelly is going to work great for my little holes, little areas that don't need like a lot of structure. And then the fiberglass short strand filler is going to work great in like my bigger areas like this, because it's going to have more fiberglass in it, which is going to give it like more structure and support. So I might just play around with the both of them. And figure out what works, because honestly I forget what I used to repair last year. So yeah, we're just gonna play around with it and see what we can get to work. We got our first layer of fiberglass filler on, and we are going to just trust the process on this. I'm going to use a little bit extra heat just because this stuff really sets at like 60, 65 degrees. This is giving off some heat. We're doing well, and it did dry up pretty well over here. So this is setting a lot better and easier than the resin itself. first filler layers on, this actually evened out really nicely. This not bad, not terrible here. I'll probably take another 2-3 coats of filler and some sanding down. So this is first coat of filler and sanded down, and then we'll be ready for second coat of filler, just to try and like even everything out. But so far I'm happy with how this top part's coming off, and it actually feels really sturdy, so that's a good thing. Trusting the process. Now we've got layer 2 of filler. So I'm going to take some heat to that, let that dry, sand that down, and see where we stand. I'm really excited for how this is coming out. We're pretty much done with the front part of it. I'm going to flip it upside down and see if we can put some Bondo filler on the bottom to support that lip a little bit more. But as far as this is going, I mean, I'm excited for how it came out. Let's see if I can show you. So like, we're nice and smooth. We've got good filler. All of this looks wonderful. So what I'm going to do now is try and flip this over. Probably have to sand these cracks a little bit more and maybe fill this little spot here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over and try and get the bottom part of it done. I trust that very much. I do think it's going to move too much. So we got the exterior of the lip looking pretty good. Ignore these marks. Those are just dust. So we got the exterior looking pretty good, right? And then like the underneath, right? Now we're working with this stuff. So the plus side is I gave myself basically, I mean, I built the lip, right? Like the underneath part, I built it. So now I'm just going to put some filler on top of it a little bit to give it more of a securement, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I just feel like it needs a little extra stuff. I'm gonna sand down a lot of this stuff too and see if I can fill in a lot of like these areas. Because I like to keep my car on the lower side. I have a bad habit of just not being cautious, I guess you can say, where a lot of these little chips and nicks come from. So, all right, let's throw some body filler on here, see if we can get everything to kind of even off and like round out. But yeah, we're making progress. We've got some random 50-degree day. I rushed home from work. I want to try and sand this down and lay some black primer on it to get it ready for plastidip, so that at least it's done and ready for plastidip. It'll probably be a couple months before I can spray the plastidip because of our temperatures, but this 50 degrees, I think I can lay at least the primer down and sand it down. So let's see if we can turn that into a functioning bumper. this is the paint primer that I'm using for the bumper. I picked up a gloss black double covered paint and primer just because I figured a little gloss black might help the plastidip stick to it a little bit better. I found that when I was taking, wow, this has the option to go really bad really fast. But anyway, I was finding that when I was taking the plastidip off of the bumper that it came off easier when it was on a gloss. So we figured I'm just gonna primer it with this. I've been keeping these inside so they're kind of on the warmer side. And this is what we are working with. So we've got our areas fixed. We're gonna spray some paint. We've got the underneath done. It's not perfect underneath. I mean, hell, it's not even perfect up top. But we're gonna make do what we have. It's definitely better than it was. First coat of black primer is on. I do see some imperfections, but I have to be easy on myself. It is a little wavy, so the sides came out good. It is a little wavy, like towards the front. Certain ways you hit it, you can see like a wave in there. And we do have some stress cracks here, which I'm not so much worried about because my plastidip typically fills in those things and smooths everything out because it's so thick. So I'm hoping that those will kind of go away. Other than that though, I mean, she's a solid 10-footer, right? Yeah, she's a solid 10-footer. I mean, it's back together. Yeah, all right, we'll see. Last coat of primer paint is on for now. Not too shabby. Like I said, it's together. Once the plastidip's on and the livery is back on, you're not going to be able to see like the little imperfections that I am like pointing out of my own, like the little wave that I can see there. My concern was that the bumper was back together and able to hang off of like its own weight without like falling apart, which I think we pretty much did. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it because from back here, it looks fucking fantastic. I'm pretty happy with how this came out. Nothing sagging in the middle. We've got a nice solid lip. The underneath is nice and solid. There's a couple waves here and there, but for the most part, I've got a lip back, a nice support system. Yeah. So I'm gonna let that dry. I think next on my list of things to do might be my valve cover to try and make it pretty for final bout. We applied for final bout, still haven't heard from it, but I want to get going on that. So yeah, I think next is going to be my valve cover for final bout, which means I have to get the car out of the stacker and into the garage. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'm open to any tips or recommendations in the comments. Just be nice to me. All right, bye.